Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to F2R7. This is run number 12, if I'm not mistaken. We are still on Reincarnation 2. It has been a difficult challenge for us. We went Elite Nightmare Reincarnation 1 pretty quickly, but we've struggled on Reincarnation 2. We did a melee build, which was kind of risky. To do a melee build without the talents, I think in Reincarnation is kind of not a good way to play the bird right now. I think it's just a little too easy to die without the damage mitigation you get from high levels of the talent tree. And then we had a really good run, but we were using a Shrieker. And one thing I will be critical of myself is that Shrieker is something that slows us down a lot. And so, weapons that are going to be slowing us down a lot, even if they are pretty good. Obviously, I think that this Shrieker here has pretty bad inscriptions, so maybe it would have been much better for me to try to find something else to use this run. I also noticed that my ascensions are a little all over the place, which is in part due to RNG. Nothing here looks like it's actually synergizing very well. So let's see how this next run goes. Check out the logbook. One thing that's tough about this is every loss means that the scrolls that I unlock during the run are not going to unlock during my next run. So it actually makes it harder in that way, because while you're unlocking all these scrolls, you're actually getting the benefit of the immediate drop of them, like Merciless Strike, Midair Strike, Phantom Skin. All of these were stuff that dropped during the game, or the previous game, and I got them basically extra for free. So one thing for me to keep in mind is that is just tougher and tougher as I get higher levels on the difficulty track. Looks like Golden Bow might be a possibility. Flowing Light might be a possibility, which is exceptionally strong with our character. The rest of these don't seem too powerful. I wouldn't be necessarily super excited about anything here except for the Pupil or the Porcupine. I think would be the ones I'd definitely be the most excited for. Catfish Gunner. So that is something that I am looking forward to unlocking as soon as I can. Catfish Gunner. Because the Pupil would be great. So let's pop into the talent real quick. Now, I don't know, I didn't level up when I died last time, so I have a couple options here. Anything that's sort of 1-point wonder, so I have to be level 90 to unlock all of this stuff. And at level 70, I think I get Spirit Feline, which is something I can start abusing. So there is a fair case for upgrading all the cheap stuff now, because that will get me to level 70. So let's see what it looks like if I see. Emergency defense is really, really strong. I'm pretty tempted to take that, although I don't quite have enough essence to justify it. I might have to wait one more run before I do that. Anything that I really just want to pick up that would be worth it. I think Battlefield Support's probably worth getting another pick for. It's just also expensive, isn't it? Don't really feel like I'm struggling with this capacity. Those are worthless. A little expensive. Let's do this, and let's try R2 again. I really have appreciated the challenge that R2's bringing, so we'll see how I do this time. I'm hoping to send it. I should have enough time to play this time. Okay, so unless I'm missing something, this seems bad, and this seems bad because I'm not speed running. Like I find all this stuff myself. I don't really need something to tell me. 40% chance to drop an enhanced weapon means only on drops, so it's not something that you can pick up normally. That being said, I think it might be worth 60 essence, so let's try it. The big thing about these early picks is that they last the longest, so they last the whole game, the whole run, whereas the future ones don't last the whole run. This is pretty good, actually. early because it's going to allow me to move quickly, and it has probably one of the best green inscriptions it can get because it double dips on attack speed. Hey, that's great. Synergizes with Glimmering. What do you know? Alright, so unfortunately we can't take this unless we're feeling just really, really risky. That would be a pretty intense thing to do. Be all or nothing right now. Within range is nothing to get excited about. Absolute advantage is eh. I think we'll take within range. I tried the absolute advantage previously, and it just fell off too quickly, so I don't want it. Alright, sweet. Lucky. It's actually not too bad. So if you don't know how to use this weapon, first of all, it's not the best, because I think there's some weirdness with how the secondary fire really works with damage increases. But if you right-click and then immediately hold left-click, watch. You do that kind of instant detonation, which can be pretty good. Ah, interesting. Wow. I like all these. Veteran is really good early. Obviously, Against the Flow can be extremely strong with the right synergy. I think that Against the Flow has the highest potential, so I'm going to pick it because we're just basically 1 or 2 inscriptions away on a good weapon from being incredibly powerful. I don't have any more barrels to burst. You have to be kind of killing to get usage out of it? Interesting. Alright, here I think we're pretty happy to take fully equipped. Defensive cleave's okay, death mark's okay, but they're not necessarily fitting into what we're already doing. And my assumption is we're going to get some Against the Flow going. Yeah, let's try this. I think this will do pretty well. I'm not too happy with this damage so far. Alright, pretty cool. So here I think we just stick with what works the best, which is Gigantic Explosion. There's a fair case for regen hit there, as it opens up some other possibilities if it's just good, but I don't think it's worth it. Spirit Bible here is definitely worth 265 gold. The rest of this looks about as good as what I'm rocking. Spirit Bible's doing really good work with fully equipped. This type of weapon does a good job regenning my shields as well with the bird perk that heals your shield for each hit. Long shot, fast loader. I think that we just take the damage here. Mystic Mirror is one of those that I don't like so much because it's so inconsistent. It's like actually difficult to take advantage of what it's doing. So I'm not going to go for that. I think I will put one more upgrade into this particular weapon, as it is cheap and the weapon is doing pretty well. Ah, interesting. Nope. Okay, so if we can get 2 upgrades on this Thunderclap gloves, we can trigger a Gemini pretty early in the game. I'm considering doing it now, though. I mean, that is pretty good, but we could have better. I would say that this is overall better. Take it back. This is not overall better. Oh, this is doing better damage. Alright. Ah, we get to do it again if we want. We are going to hold on this, mostly because I haven't really looked around. Worthless. Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, just some money from that. I think that was worth it, though. And I kind of knew that I couldn't kill the dragon, but I knew that I would be able to just sort of outlast it. And when I go in here, I'm going to drop my against the flow. Pretty cool. That is really strong. That is a fierce fire tower. Wow. I mean, you can't say no to that, can you? This doesn't seem too strong. With It combines with our preemptive strike. Gigantic explosion level 2. Let's go. Alright. Alright. That's actually pretty interesting. The Sunder here. Sunder can do some good damage. 8 times 85 is nothing to scoff at. I don't think against this boss that I can really do a Fierce Fire Tower all the way. Like, I feel like I have to use this Fierce Thunderclap Gloves. Is there anything better? Burning Shock? No. I might try this. I know that might seem... Oh, and I need some ammo. It might seem a bit weird, but with the attack speed increase on this, it actually seems pretty good. And I really want to do damage, so I'm going to give it 1 upgrade. Shoulda. Dang it, I didn't see it in time. Wow. Brutal. Okay, so part of what I was trying to do there worked. You know, the Sunder was obviously doing pretty good damage. And I got really greedy with the Fire Tower, which is painful. Because the big thing is I should have kept the Lightning Thunderclap Gloves, because they would have dealt with the boulders really, really easily. And I should have just dropped this. Like, sure, yeah, you get a Fierce Fire Tower, but we already decided that melee is probably not going to be the best choice because we're not fully upgraded. Even though it's super strong at high level of the talent tree, I don't think it's consistent here. So I think that was a deserving loss because I didn't follow true to my plan. What I'm going to do right now is actually write up a list of everything that I'm planning on kind of keeping in mind going through the game. And hopefully this will continue to record while I do this. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it. But this will help me review kind of what I need to be doing each run so that I don't forget for the next run. So first up, we need to make sure to play safe and prioritize that. we need to make sure that we're cheesing out the most OP stuff. So like I should have been really pushing anything that would work with against the flow right there, as opposed to like what I thought might be like a cool, like Sunder's cool, like it's rarely good. And right, it was like kind of good right there because of the inscriptions that it had. But like I really just needed to like play safe, stick to what works, and don't get too creative. Like the reason I like playing is because I, you know, get really creative and like to try builds that aren't very meta or like only happen once in a blue moon. But if I'm trying to actually beat Reincarnation 5, I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful about it. Another thing to keep in mind is that we're forced into a position where we're not necessarily being able to take like the best ascensions. So it might be worth moving forward to actually re-roll a little bit and spend that 20 essence, even though it's painful, to try to get something that's a little bit more impactful than the 40% weapon chance to upgrade. So I'm going to write down this list. Let's see if I want to upgrade anything. No, I strictly lost essence, which hurts me. Oh, it hurts. I lost essence. Gosh, that's horrible. I've got the flowing light, which is great. Flowing light's really good, but I've got to make it past this Reincarnation 2 ceiling here. And the tough thing is I'm in this position where I'm like battling my essence. Like I'm in a position where I almost can't spend too much essence anymore. Like this is like almost as levels up as I'm going to be without having to like farm. So I have to make it count. So I'll write my list. We'll see how it goes. This was a fair loss. I deserve to lose when you like. I kind of failed in two ways there by keeping the fire tower because I knew I shouldn't be doing a melee build. So why am I keeping it? And two, the lightning blast counters the thing that I don't have a counter against for that boss. So kind of a big fail on my part there, but that's okay. We'll learn. We'll get there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching me fail on the first boss, and I will see you in the next run. Thank you very much. Bye.